श्रीमते वेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषाय शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जयो श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभुर्नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So whatever we are teaching is completely based on the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya of our organization ISKCON, which is International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And let's take the blessings of our temple deity Shri Radha Govinda, so that whatever knowledge is being gained, we can apply it in our life and we can absorb it. Yes. So now coming, as you all gave me a very nice summary of the chapter 1 and chapter 2. I think yes, Swathi Mataji did that very well. So yes, now here Arjuna's reason for not wishing was compassion, enjoyment, fear of sinful reactions, destruction of family traditions, and also indecision. Now and now what happens is that after that, as I told, Arjuna surrenders unto Krishna, and that's how Krishna takes over the mic. Yes. So now second chapter, first 10 slokas are continuation of Arjuna's doubts and he surrendering, and after that Krishna says that you giving him jnana or knowledge that he is not the body, he is the soul. So there is no death for the soul. Now see, there is one thing which we should be very careful of. So it's not like Krishna said that we can kill the bodies and there is no death for there is no death for the soul. So he says so that there is no death for the soul. Now we should not misunderstand that now Krishna has allowed us killing and whatever we want we can kill. No, it's not like that. Krishna said because it was his duty as a Kshatriya, and that's what we'll be further dealing with in the further ahead in this chapter about duties and work. Then comes the second section where Krishna says through Karma Kanda that he's saying that in both the sides there is gain only. Like you are not going to lose anything. If you die in the battlefield, you will get the heavenly abodes, because whoever dies in the battlefield usually is given the heavenly abodes. That's the, and plus the battlefield area was Kurukshetra, which made it even more holy and even more significant. So therefore, and if he wins, of course he can enjoy his kingdom, whatever. So there is no question that there is no enjoyment. There is enjoyment and gains in both the sides, whatever happens. Then using buddhi yoga, he says fight, but without any reaction. Just fight. Nishkama karma yoga, means without any attachment you fight. So then after that he explains about sthita prajna, that you be fixed in Krishna consciousness and fight. Even Krishna says in 8th chapter's 7th verse that that you do your duties, you do fight, but along with that you remember me and fix your mind upon me. Now next, the third chapter will be dealing with that. Now Arjuna is asking renunciation or working in Nishkam Karma Yoga. After that Krishna will tell about Karma Kanda, like how we can, Karma Kanda is our activities, we can change it to Karma Yoga. Means Lord's pleasure. And then Nishkama Karma Yoga, how by acting dutifully we can get benefit with. And then also because Arjuna was a great Kshatriya, he had to provide a good example. So that is again which we'll be dealing with. And then the section D is that we will be dealing with lust and anger, as Arjuna has asked. So now we'll be entering the section A, where we'll be dealing with the confusion, renunciation, or working in Nishkam Karma Yoga. Okay, so this is a same summary chart flow of the chapter 3. Now continuing with now see, Arjuna is in great confusion. He's saying ekam vada. Give me one kind of instruction. Don't try. If you give me both kind of instruction, I'll get confused. Of course, if like if like. Like don't give me like contradict that you do this and you don't do this. So ekam vada, give me a proper instruction, because I am bewildered by your equivocal instructions. And so here he mentions he is the spirit soul and he should fight. He should fight, and here he mentions that through devotional service or buddhi yoga you should fight. Now see what is this question arising. Now connection between chapter 2 and chapter 3 is that if you see second chapter's 49th verse, Durena Hyavaram Karma, Buddhi Yoga Dhananjaya, Buddhau Sharanam Manvicha, Kripana Phalahetava. What does Krishna mentions that you have to keep all abominable activities far distance by Buddhi Yoga. Now what Arjuna is thinking is that that this fighting in warfare is also abominable action. So now he's thinking that no, even I should not do this. And Buddhi Yoga means devotional service. So what people think about spirituality is that you have to leave everything, and no, it's not like that. That's what Krishna will be clearing in this chapter. And and then chapter 3 begins with Arjuna's question to clarify this contradictory statement, that you are telling me to follow Bhakti Yoga as well, and Buddhi Yoga as well, and you are telling me to do fight also. Now Buddhi Yoga, what he's thinking is that inertia means inaction, doing and not doing any kind of action. And at the other side he's telling to fight. Now he's completely in confused state. So now let's see what is there in the third chapter. Yes, this verse I told. Yes. Then now starting with the chapter. So here Arjuna says, Arjuna uvacha jyasasi chet karmanaste mata buddhir janardana tatkim karmani ghore mam niyojayasi keshava. Anyone would like to read the translation? You may unmute yourself.
Oh Janardana, oh Keshava, why do you want to engage me in this ghastly warfare? You think that intelligence is better than brutal work?
Yes. So now here Arjuna is asking that even though you know that this warfare or whatever this will cause so much of destruction, because if you see on the other side also, if you see both the sides, there were like huge amount of soldiers fighting, and it like almost so. They say some crores and billions of people were there. Now Arjuna is saying that now why you are trying to engage me in this violence, that which brings which will only bring bad things, and if you think and why are you trying to engage me in this warfare which will bring so much of destruction? If you think intelligence is better than fruity work, intelligence here means that he thinks that intelligence, buddhi yoga means he's thinking that it is intelligent to go and leave this battlefield, and fruity work means for his own sense enjoyment, for his own gain or for kingdom. he has to fight. That's what he's thinking. Now he's saying that he is saying to Krishna that why you think why you want to engage me in such why you want to engage me in this if you think it is intelligence is better than fruitive work. Now let's move on to yes. So here that's what buddhi yoga or bhakti yoga. It's sometimes misunderstood to be inertia, or means not doing anything, like completely in inaction. You have to go to a secular prayer and chant the holy. No, it's not like that. Because see, usually people think that by reading Bhagavad Gita, I will become I'll leave all kinds of attachments and everything. But it's not like that. Here, if you see, Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Grihastha. Grihastha means householder. It was spoken to a Kshatriya, especially means a person who, he's bound to do his work. Kshatrayate iti kshatriya. That kshatriya means his duty is to protect the ones who are unprotected. So there was no cause that he had to leave the warfare and all, because it was his duty. And Bhagavad Gita was spoken to him. And in fact, Arjuna wanted to run away from this, but it was Krishna who brought him back, that you should do your prescribed duties. So that's what Bhagavad Gita does not make us unattached. It teaches us how to be responsible and how to do our actions at the same time not getting any reactions of it. So now moving on to the next verse. व्यामिश्रेणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहाय सीव मे तदेकं वद निश्चित्य येन श्रेयो आप्नुयाम्. Anyone can read the translation?
My intelligence is bewildered by your equivocal instructions. Therefore, please tell me decisively which will be most beneficial for me.
That's what he's saying. Tadekam vada nishtitya. Don't say me that this will also. Give me clear that what is if someone confuses you, you might if someone says something else than what is being taught in your syllabus, and he tries to confuses you, then won't you get confused and he'll say, please stop this. I want what is actual. I want what is the exact knowledge. It's not like I say this thing, I say that thing, and I confuse you. No, he's like, now you also don't confuse me. Give me one clear focus. And actually Krishna did this purposefully. Why? Because he wanted Arjuna to ask this question. So because he wanted Arjuna to ask this question, he confused him by giving equivocal instructions. Now he's telling that now you give me one goal, that what should I follow. So and tell me what is more beneficial. So now we'll be moving to and the next section is Nishkam Karma Yoga. So it's said in second chapter 29th verse, Esha te bihita sankhye buddhir yoge tuimam shinu buddhya yukto yaya partha karma bandham prahasyasi. That I have described the knowledge to you through analytical speculative knowledge. Now listen to me as I am explaining it in terms of working without fruitive results. O son of Pritha, when you act in such knowledge, you can free yourself from the bondage of work. One who restrains his senses, keeping them under full control, fixes his consciousness upon me, is known as a man of steady intelligence. So now he is saying that he has to do his duty without thinking about the results that is going to come, and he will free himself from the bondage. Now he is saying restrain his senses, and he has to keep on them under the full control and fix his consciousness in devotional service. Now this is where he gets confused, that he thinks that now here he is talking that that he has to do his duty, and here he is saying that he has to restrain everything, he has to leave everything. Now he is in complete confusion, and now Krishna is telling what is the ultimate thing. Now the next verse is Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Lokesmin Dvidhanishta Pura Prokta Maya Nagha Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam Karma Yogena Yoginam. Anyone to read the translation?
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O sinless Arjuna, I have already explained that there are two classes of men who try to realize the self. Some are inclined to understand it by empirical, philosophical speculation, and others by devotional service.
So there are three kinds of ways you can attain knowledge. So see, first is Shabda Pramana. Shabda Pramana means through speaking. Then is Pratyaksh Pramana, that by seeing or by like seeing it actually you understand. And third is Anumana Pramana. You simply make, like you simply try to like make your own kind of and simply speculate about what about the philosophy, and you learn. So that's those are the three ways, and among them Shabda Pramana is the best, because see, Shabda Pramana means we are hearing from the higher authority. Now see, if now if your teacher has told you that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, now you'll accept it, right, as it is. You don't now you don't question why is 2 plus 2 equal to 4, because it is, so it is. And that is spoken by your teacher, so it must be true. The teacher is like trained to teach and to guide you with the correct knowledge. So if she says it's 2 plus 2 is equals to 4, so it is. You can't say why. But if and that teacher says that I learned it from my teacher, and that teacher learned from that teacher. So it's like a system, like a teacher student system, so that the student becomes a teacher, and then the teacher guides the students. So it's like that system. So similar system is followed in studying Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that we learn from higher authorities, that if they have told that this is that we should learn whatever we have got through the parampara system, that is what is the ultimate thing. And see, Pratyaksh Pramana, it is still it is sometimes correct, but sometimes it's wrong, because we do have the four defects. Four defects are that to be illusioned, to get cheated, and to cheat, and so we have these defects. We might commit mistakes, we might get cheated, and like for example, if you see, there are some videos like I don't know, some spiral they will show you, and they'll try, it feels like something illusory image, so that time you get a little bit illusioned also. And also there are some images, like if you look it in one way, it is if you look it in one way, it looks like a bird, and if you look it in another way, it looks like a man. So there are some images like that. And even if you see, our senses are imperfect. For example, I can't, for example, if I have an object here, I can't see something beyond it, like, because you must have learned in physics it's opaque, but that is because of our imperfection of senses. So you can't say Pratyaksh Pramana is always correct. And Anuman Pramana, simply speculating, simply assuming. Assumption is always not correct, because you need evidence, you need proof, then only you can consider it as the ultimate knowledge. So of course Anuman Pramana, or simply speculating and assuming, that is not correct. So now here Krishna is also trying to tell the same. Some understand it by empirical philosophical speculation, some simply speculate, and some by devotional service by hearing, by experiencing it and all. Now see, now they are talking about Sankhya Yoga and Buddhi Yoga. So Sankhya Yoga is the study of the material world and that all. And what the Sankhya Yoga aim is, that Sankhya Yoga's aim is to find the root, while Buddhi Yoga means devotional service. The aim of devotional service is to water the root. So Sankhya Yoga and Buddhi Yoga are interdependent, like religion and philosophy. Now religion without philosophy is sentiment. It's something, if you simply like have believe simply in that, is sentiment. That's not true, because you need to have some proof, some philosophy. And philosophy without religion is mental speculation. Means if your philosophy means any kind of knowledge, and without religion means without any kind of dharma, or without any kind of proof, that is simply mental speculation. That's according to your own imaginations, whatever you imagine that. But that cannot be considered as truth. Whatever you dream, you can't consider that as the truth, or whatever you assume simply. So that's what they are trying to tell. So they are interdependent, so both of them are required. So here Krishna is telling that people understand by these two ways, either by Sankhya Yoga, either by Buddhi Yoga. But the ultimate goal is Krishna, either by Sankhya Yoga or Buddhi Yoga. Sankhya Yoga is more like an indirect process, like Buddhi Yoga or devotional service is like a lift, and Sankhya Yoga is like stairs. You go through the stairs. Now where you'll reach fast? Of course through the lift, because lift is more faster, and stairs you have to climb so many stairs and all. So therefore lift is more faster than stairs. But the thing is that the destination, or wherever you reach, for example, if you have to reach first floor through stairs or first floor through lift, the destination is same. But the thing is that the process in the lift is fast, while the process in the stair is slow. So similarly, it's like Sankhya Yoga is an indirect process, which is a little slow process, while Buddhi Yoga is the direct process. Like directly you realize about Krishna, while Sankhya Yoga means you find what is by studying the material elements and everything, you find that oh Krishna is the originator of anything, and then you start your devotional service. So Sankhya Yoga basically leads to Buddhi Yoga or devotional service. Now, so therefore path of Krishna consciousness, Buddhi Yoga, that is better, because you don't have to purify your senses. You can directly engage yourself. So of course everyone would prefer a lift than a stairs. So similarly, path of Krishna consciousness is more recommended and more better than Sankhya Yoga. Now what is religion? Religion is something like you are believing in something, you have some kind of belief regarding worship and philosophy means you are engaged in inquiring, answering, arguing. That is all part of philosophy. So now when religion and philosophy both are met, then only it's a proper knowledge. So here we do have faith. We have faith that whatever we have faith that Krishna is the whatever Krishna speaks, it's the authority, it's authority. And if you want, and the philosophy is that if you see, Arjuna also says, like in the 10th chapters, 12th verse and the 13th verse, he says, Param Brahma, Param Dhamam, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashwatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhu. That you are like, you are the supreme and you are the Lord. So he's saying, even it's not like simply because I'm your friend I'm doing some chaplus. Like, you know, sometimes some friends they meet and all, like for the sake of appreciating other friend, maybe sometimes he may say some false things also, like simply over praising someone. So someone may do so like that, but it's not. But here Arjuna is saying it's not because of that. Even not only me, he's saying Ahastvam Rishaya Sarve Devarshi Naradastata Asita Devala Vyasa Swayam Chaiva Avravishibe, means that it's not only me, there are greater authorities like Sage Vyasa, Sage Asita, and there are many other authorities who say that this, confirm that this is what is the that Krishna is the supreme authority. Now see here, as I mentioned, Sankhya Yoga is an indirect process. Buddhi Yoga is the direct path. Sankhya Yoga means it depends upon your personal endeavor. You have to endeavor. You have to purify your senses through many processes, and that's how at the end you reach to Buddhi Yoga. That's the thing. And here Buddhi Yoga means dependence on Krishna's mercy. You are completely dependent on Krishna's mercy, and that's what is required. Actually, Krishna says in 5th chapter's 29th verse, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam, that I am the well-wisher of all the living entities. So therefore, of course, he will bestow his mercy if he thinks that you are sincerely trying in Krishna consciousness. Now in Sankhya Yoga, you are unsure of success. Maybe in between your process, you may get stuck or something. But in Krishna consciousness, there is surety of success. And while in Sankhya Yoga, it is initial you have to do purification. You have to do, but through Buddhi Yoga or Krishna consciousness, you are directly engaging yourself in this. So that's the difference. Now third chapter's 5th verse, Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtati akarmakrit karyate hyavasha karma sarva prakriti jairgunaihi. Now anyone would like to read the translation? Hare Krishna.
Everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired from the modes of material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment.
That's what. Our nature is quite restless. We can't like simply stay without doing anything. We need some kind of engagement. And if you think maybe if one day you like from morning itself you become very busy, extremely busy, like you are working every second, you are keep on working, you might feel so good also, because the thing is that the more you are engaged, the more you are busy, you feel like your time is going, like you feel more happy that time. But if you simply like sitting ideally, then you will feel like what to do, and your mind will be wandering somewhere. And then what will happen is that a free mind or a free mind is a devil's workshop. So now you'll be like what to do. Now you'll be like let's do some things like to just pass the time, let's play some games, let's do this. So whenever we feel that we are not doing any kind of work and we are feeling restless, that is the time when we feel like to do some things that we should actually not do. So So therefore, to maintain our body, to maintain the time, to manage the life, we do have to do some kind of work. We have to be engaged. Otherwise, we won't. Otherwise, we might do some things, abominable actions that we should actually not. We should actually restrain from. Because if you have nothing to do, you might tend to do the things, which is not done actually. So so the nature of being, because we are the spirit souls, we are always active, just like the Lord is ever active, like 24 hours. In the morning, if you see, he does activities, he does with the cowherd boys, with the gopas. And then if you see at night also, sometimes he engages in he does his various pastimes with the gopis. So he's always active, and he does not require any kind of sleep. So that's what it is. So Krishna does not require any sleep, and he does not feel any kind, like he's ever active, like morning, night, anytime, every time he is completely active. Now we, being the part and parcels of Lord, by quality we are same, but quantity we are small. It's like, see, like I tell you one example of a fire. Okay, now the sparks coming from a fire, okay, they do have the power of burning something, or say they do have the power of like elements like heat and light. But the thing is that the quantity is very minute, while if you see the entire fire, it is very huge, very big compared to that small spark of fire. So similarly, and even if you see one more example, like an ocean and complete entire ocean. Now there are if you take one drop of the ocean, it has all the properties with the entire ocean has. But the thing is that the difference in quantity between one drop and one ocean is very vast. So similarly, we are also like qualitatively, means with qualities and things, we are like with qualitatively, with qualities, we have similar qualities to Krishna. But quantity means he is Vibhu Atma, we are Anu Atma, we are small parts and parcels, while he is the complete whole. That's what it said. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. This is said in Ishopanishad's invocation, that Lord is complete. He is complete, and it's not like something, his whatever comes from him is also complete, and it's not like if something comes from it, he becomes incomplete. No, the fact of subtraction and all that does not work with the Lord. He still stays complete, even after complete emanations coming from him, complete parts and parcels coming from him. So that's what it is. So as Krishna is active qualitatively, we as spirit souls are also very active. We want some kind of engagement. We can't stay, and because we should, by engaging ourselves in our duties and Krishna consciousness, we should try to engage ourselves in some kind of work. And in Krishna consciousness, there is no kind of, like before, there is no kind of prerequisite required for Krishna consciousness, because the process itself is purificatory. Okay, so there is one very nice example. For example, like a jaundice disease, okay, it's recovered by eating the sugar candy. Now, regularly, if you eat the sugar candy, it acts like a medicine on jaundice disease. And even after, but that time you don't feel any kind of taste. But after you recover from your jaundice disease, you start feeling taste. And after that, if you keep on eating sweet candy, you will feel very pleasurable. So similar is here in Krishna consciousness, that in Krishna consciousness, it's like sweet candy, but the thing is that because we are too much we have forgotten ourselves as the spirit soul and our relationship, so therefore we are not able to relish the taste of Krishna consciousness. But once we recover from our disease of material if we from our material disease, then we'll automatically able to taste the taste of Krishna consciousness. So the path is also the same, and the path and the destination both are the same, and both are is pleasurable. So that's the thing. So yes, okay, wait a minute, I'll yes. So here they are the soul by nature is active, it must act. So if you when it's in contact with the material natures, the material modes of nature, that the three modes are the mode of goodness, the mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. So it acquires its action according to the modes of goodness. And when it does prescribed duties as recommended in shastras, he does whatever prescribed duties or whatever works he does, that does not give him any kind of reactions. Like for example, if I do my work, like whatever work it is, I may get some reactions. Like for example, if I do some bad act, then I may get some reactions, that maybe next maybe some births I have to receive something bad, and if I do something good, I have to receive something good. But the thing is that what we should try is that we should try to come out of this janma, means the cycle of birth and death, because of our karmas only we are getting birth and death again and again. So we should try to get out of this, and because so now whatever work we'll be doing in Krishna consciousness, by thinking that we have to do it for Krishna, so because of this, what will happen is that whatever actions we'll be doing, it won't give us any kind of reactions, and we will not have to go through the cycle of birth and death again. And there is no loss if there is any kind of fall down in this process. Now here it's saying karmendriyani samyamya ya aste manasa smaran indriyathan vimudhatma mithyacharasa uchyate. Someone would like to read the translation? Hare Krishna, am I audible?
Yes, Prabhu. One who restrains the senses of action, but whose mind dwells on sense objects, certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender.
So here what is there, one thing is that we should not try, we should be ourselves. You must have heard from many people, be yourself, don't try to show off, or don't try to do anything. So he like whatever it is, you should not be hypocrisy is not at all allowed in Krishna consciousness. There is one instance of Chota Haridas in Chaitanya Charitamrita. That time what happens is that Chota Haridas, he has what he does is that he has taken he has taken the vow to become a brahmachari. Okay, so now what he does is that he does very nice kirtans for the Lord, but after that what happens is that once during some thing, he breaks the rules. So now because he breaks the rules, so and this was not at all acceptable by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So what he does is that he does not accept him after that, because he has done something which he should not do as as a brahmachari. So therefore he does not accept him, and he's like, hypocrisy is not at all allowed. That's what he's trying, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is trying to explain us through this pastime, that hypocrisy is not at all allowed. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada mentions that there is no use of the knowledge that is provided by such a person who simply tries to pretend on the name of being sage. He wants to earn money and all. So so Krishna says we should not be such a pretender. Just be what you are. Don't try to show off. Don't try to show yourself more than what you are. Because at the end, whatever is our identity will come out one day. So there is no need to show off or do any kind of hypocrisy. No need to pretend to be like anyone. And Srila Prabhupada mentions that whoever gives such knowledge, in whatever knowledge he gives in this, like it is of no use whatever he gives, because he himself is not following what his followers will follow him. So, and he also mentions a sincere sweeper in the street is more better than such a pretender who simply pretends to be a sage, but is actually a one who wants to earn money in the name of being a sage. यस्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम् आसक्तः स विशिष्यते. Anyone would like to read the translation?
On the other hand, if a sincere person tries to control the active senses by the mind and begins karma yoga in Krishna consciousness without attachment, he is by far superior.
So here Krishna is trying to mention that on the other hand, if we see a person who is who is sincerely trying to do something in Krishna consciousness, and whatever work he does karma yoga. As in the starting of the chapter only I mentioned, karma yoga means activities when we connect our activities with the Lord, that is called karma yoga. So now when we try to do our activities by actually in Krishna consciousness, people think we have to leave all the things. Actually nothing, we don't have to do anything. What we have to do is that we have to add Krishna in our life, and whatever we do we have to do on Krishna center. For example, let's say you have to study for your exams, very important. So now it's really important to you do your duty, and even Krishna does not Krishna recommends that you should do your duty very dutifully. So but what will happen is that whatever action, whatever result you get, for example, if you are studying for board exams, after that whatever results you get, you have to accept it, and whatever that you have to offer it to Krishna, that whatever endeavor, whatever work I have done, oh Krishna, I have done it for you, so please accept it. And you have to do whatever. See, it might be good or it might be bad. Your work is to do the duty. So now let's take an example. There is one boy named Rahul, and there is one Sohan, other boy named Sohan. Now this Rahul, let's consider he's completely, he's thinking that, oh, will I pass? Will I fail? Will I pass? Will I fail? And 50% of his energy is gone in that only, that he's thinking about what will be the result. And after that, whatever rest 50% of focus is there, that is what he uses in studies. Now there is another boy called Sohan. Okay, now he does not think about the results, and he completely focuses on doing his work. Now what do you think? Who will get better results? Rahul or Sohan? Anyone? Sohan, correct. because he's using his full focus, and that's what Krishna is trying to mention here. We don't have to leave our studies, but whatever study we are doing, we have to do it with full focus, and we don't have to think about the results. And after that, whatever results we get, maybe good or bad, that is all. That is all. After all, due to our own karma. So. Whatever good or bad results we get, we have to offer it to Krishna. So that's what is Krishna trying to explain here. Yeah, so everything is aimed at satisfying the Lord. So yes. So this wait a minute. Yes, so now here they are saying that, as I mentioned, this is just a brief study, that one who restrains senses, his philosophy has no value, and his knowledge is stolen by illusory. But if one regulates whatever he does by following rules and regulations, he gets through gradual purification, and he'll be able to engage. He will be able to do his work with Krishna consciousness without any kind of desire for the result. He is by far superior to this person who is simply trying to pretend. नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वं कर्म ज्यायो ह्यकर्मणः शरीर यात्रापि च ते प्रसिद्ध्येद अकर्मणः. Anyone would like to read the translation given here?
Perform your prescribed duty, for doing so is better than not working. One cannot even maintain one's physical body without work.
Hare Krishna. So, yes. So here they are telling that we should keep on doing our duty, as I told. So now let's move on to, yes. He emphasized not to Arjuna to become a pretender. He should not leave, but he should do his duty very nicely. That's what is doing, and he, being a grihastha and kshatriya, he was advised to do so, so that he gives a good role. He presents a good role model in front of the world, because he was very well known for his archery, if you know. And materialistic. Now let's move on to the next sloka. Yes, so by doing things, we will be able to purify ourselves, and we have to engage. For example, for Arjuna it was war. For us it might be studies. So whatever we'll do, we have to do it without attachment. So whatever we'll do, we have to do it in a better way by not focusing on the result. Okay. Yes. यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसंगः समाचर. So could you read this the translation?
Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed, otherwise work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage.
Yes. So we have to do our work for Krishna, as I told as I explained. Yes, so actually the very word yagna also means Lord Vishnu. So whatever work we have to do is that we should do for Lord Krishna's or Lord Vishnu's pleasure. Yes. So now slowly what the section 3 is saying, that from karma kanda to karma yoga. This is what we have to rise through. Yeah. Yes. So whatever work we have to do to for satisfying Krishna, and it should not be binding but liberating. Binding means like it should not have any kind of reactions, because if we do work for Krishna, whatever good or bad results we get, if we offer it to Krishna, then it won't like bind us. So, and by acting under the guidance, we'll be able to gradually elevate ourselves in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, what will happen is that our own actions will cause bondage, and it will give us good or bad results according, and then we have to go through this cycle of birth and death. Yes. Yes, so this is the yoga ladder. Sakam Karma Yoga means with attachment to work. Then Nishkama Karma Yoga means without attachment. Jnana Yoga means no work, simply work, accumulating knowledge. This is also not recommended. Sunshine, see, there are three features of the Lord: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. So Brahman means Brahman is like some kind of light. So we can compare this to the sunshine of the sun. Now next comes Paramatma. Paramatma is the feature of the Lord that resides in our heart, and we can compare it to the sun disk. And Bhakti and Bhagavan means the entire the personality. Krishna is a personality. He is not some kind of light. So that means the entire sun planet. So those who follow Jnana Yoga, they enter into the Brahman, or they get sunshine. Means like that is compared to sunshine. Through Ashtanga Yoga, you achieve the stage of Paramatma, realization of Paramatma, which is compared to sun disk. And through Bhakti Yoga, you get the personal form of the Lord. You get personal association of Lord, and you enter into Lord's kingdom, that is sun planet. No, that is, they are comparing it to the sun planet. Yes, same thing. This is what is Sahayagna praja srishtva purovacha prajapatihi anena prasavisyadvam eshavostva ishtakamaduk. Means in the beginning, wait, let someone else read. Hare Krishna.
In the beginning of creation, the Lord of all creatures sent forth generations of men and demigods, along with sacrifice of Vishnu, and blessed them by saying, "Be thou happy by this yajna sacrifice, because its performance will bestow upon you everything desirable for living happily and achieving liberation."
Yes, so as I explained earlier, whatever we have to do for the satisfaction of Krishna. Or and here also the same thing they are trying to explain. And also yagna, now here they'll say, now you'll ask why, how can we do yagna? Yagna is usually not prescribed. We need so much of things. It's not possible to do yagna in this age. So he's like, but in this age of Kali Yuga, the yagna which is prescribed is Sankirtana yagna, that is introduced by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is simply chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is what is recommended in the age of Kali Yuga. So, for example, according to the intensity of the disease in the patient, there is various medicines given. So, similarly, according to the yugas, there are different types of yagnas or different types of austerities that are performed. In whatever results that could be achieved in Treta Yoga by doing tapasya for thousands and thousands for years, and whatever results could be attained in Dwapar in Treta Yuga by performance of yagna, that takes around months and months. Then whatever result that could be attained by yagna, which is that same result can be attained by doing worship or elaborate worship of the Lord in Dwapar Yuga, and after that comes Kali Yuga. Now for Kali Yuga, Lord has kept it very simple. You don't have to take care anywhere, whenever, where. Sthane sthita means wherever you are situated, wherever you are, you can simply chant, simply like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. You can simply chant whenever and wherever it is possible. There is no kind of restriction or anything. So that is the benefit of Kali Yuga, and in the glories of the holy name, in Srimad Bhagavatam 12th canto, it means Kaler dosha nidhe rajan asti eko mahan guna kirtanadeva krishnaya mukta sangha param vajet, means there are too many faults in Kali Yuga, but there is one very very nice quality, that simply by doing the Sankirtana Yagna or chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you can get very 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 nice benefits. So that is what presentation for today. Hare Krishna. I hope whatever I taught and you all could understand, and I am very sorry if I have done any kind of mistakes. Please forgive me in that case. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. In case anybody has any doubts, kindly ask.
I tried to explain what was Hare Krishna. Very nice. So
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes. Anyone has any kind of doubts, you may approach. From the previous chapters or now, whatever doubts you have, you can ask if you want to. Like if you have any. Okay.
Prabhuji, once go through like Krishna's consciousness in brief, like how to practice Krishna's consciousness.
See, it's Krishna consciousness, as I mentioned. See, basically Krishna consciousness means devotional service. Okay. Wait, Prabhuji, I will do that. Let's see. So Krishna consciousness basically means devotional service or buddhi yoga. So that's what it is, and as I told just now, that simple way to practice Krishna consciousness is simply you just have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That's all. Whatever. That's the simplest way to do things, and whatever work you are doing, you do it for the sake of sake of Krishna. So like basically whatever work you do, whatever after that, whatever result you get, you offer it to Krishna. That's what it is. Yes. Why did Dronacharya support the Kauravas rather than the Pandavas? So it is said that they were duty bound to do so, because it was only because Dronacharya, he was getting his livelihood and whatever earning or whatever food or whatever things facilities he was getting, that was through the because of Dhritarashtra, and because they were managing them. So because of that they were duty bound to do so. But still, if it actually they should haven't done this. They should have actually been in support of Pandavas, and therefore because they are supporting adharma, therefore Krishna is allowing Arjuna to kill them. That's what it is. Hare Krishna. I hope your doubt is clear. Timaraju Prabhuji. Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yes. If possible, please share the presentation as well as previous chapters for our reference, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Ananya Mataji, could you please do so?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'll share it. It will be shared afterwards in the group. And also for the Bhakti Vriksha groups, I'll be sharing it by today or by next Monday or Wednesday also I'll share. By next Wednesday, I'll be sharing all the Bhakti Vriksha groups in the group. You please join whichever group is convenient for you and try to attend all the classes because it is really helpful for studying. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes. Anyone has
Hare
any other
Krishna.
kind of doubts or queries or whatever you want to express? You are all free. Prabhuji, what about attendance key?
That is on me, Hate Prabhuji.
Yes.
Attendance key for this class is not there. From next class, it will be there as this class was actually now Vivek Shishan Prabhuji said it was not necessary for this class, so it will be taken from next class on. That is tomorrow. The attendance key will be given with the link. Hare Krishna.
Hare.
For any other technical issue, please feel to ask. Feel free to ask. And for any other BG question, please ask Kate Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes. I was about to ask you only, but you directly responded. So yes. Any problems now?
Uh, Hello, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So
Hare.
today we had Ekadashi,
Yes, we
700
had
shlokas.
Ekadashi. Yes, Jaya.
Yeah,
You could say Jaya or Bhaimi Ekadashi. Yes, today.
yeah. So in the eve of that, so there was a program for 700 shlokas recitation. So
Yes,
Ananya Mataji has shared it. So there was a doc which they were sharing. So if Mataji can share that doc which contains 700 shlokas, it would be helpful. So
Uh,
it was there was a breakage of the shloka so that it could be easy for us to learn, if possible.
I can share it, Mataji, but it is not generally shared in the level 2 groups, but I'll share it. No problem.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Very nice. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Any further doubts?
Prabhuji, and even in the case of like Bhakti Vriksha course, or can like Ananya Mataji can specify like what are the timings, and I actually don't know about timings of the course.
So, Prabhuji, timings have not been decided yet as the leaders are still being decided. That's why I said next Wednesday. Because till now, I think we have gotten 2 or 3 volunteers, and out of them, 2 have messaged back saying that they'll do it. There's still one Prabhuji who's not yet responded. So we have to look into what he's thinking and what timings he's convenient with. So timings will be specified with the group chat when we are specifying which link to join for that particular group. We'll share it with the timings, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Ananya Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And Timaraju Mataji, attendance link is not there for this class. It will be shared from next class. Hare Krishna.
Okay. I hope now there are no more further doubts of anyone. If anyone has, you may please ask. Okay, then now let's conclude with our session. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की एवरीवन कैन से जय
Jai.
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 श्रीला प्रभुपाद की
Jai.
Jai.
हरे
Jai.
कृष्ण एवरीवन
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.